Hello, it's me and Oliver, who's caught up in my hair and is kneading me to death. He wants some love right now. I wanted to come on here specifically with the purpose of introducing LIFEWAVE products and giving a little bio on how we came to this particular brand and how it's been helping us. So I wrote something up to kind of help steer me into the right direction, and hopefully you can just enjoy learning a little bit more about me. Hello, my name is Sarah. I am a wife, mother to 4 amazing teenagers, a nurse, a dancer, singer-songwriter, and a person of faith. My husband and I are both creative types and tend to find solutions outside of man-made boxes. I earned my bachelor's degree in science and nursing in 2004 and have kept my licensure as a registered nurse for the past 20 years. I've worked in and out of hospital and community settings and believe health and wellness emerges from healthy individuals who, in harmony with their environments and relationships, cultivate healthy communities and systems. I went into nursing because I felt a call at age 15 to become a missionary to Africa. While at the University of Central Florida, I decelerated my nursing education for a year so that I could take extra anthropology classes, including an independent study in cultural anthropology. I believe because of my slowed down pace, coupled with the nursing program's focus in community health, I was able to graduate with a strong sense of my calling that has allowed me to make decisions for myself and family, that has cultivated beauty in the environments I have worked in healthcare. I value autonomy and traditional people group medicine, centered around an understanding of the body and science and how humans work in synergy with their natural environments and communities. I have worked in a variety of settings, including psychiatric medicine, natural and integrative medicine, where I managed and operated an IV suite at one of the leading clinics in integrative and natural medicine that was spearheaded by one of the first doctors to be dual licensed as both a medical and naturopath physician. I worked about a total of 8 years in the mother-baby world of labor and delivery, postpartum, the operating room where we circulated our own C-sections, special care nursery, and recovery room. I have a love for people and community health and getting back to the basics of what makes us healthy individuals. I birthed all my babies at home under the care of a licensed midwife, including surprise twins at home, and sometimes my beliefs and convictions are met with the fire of Western medical systems. But I have gained a wisdom and a greater appreciation for life and the gift of health by staying true to my convictions and knowing what opportunities arise when we pattern our lives around the belief that science and art and all things beautiful point to a marvelous creator. I worked as a charge nurse on night shift during the COVID years at a small hospital, so I experienced head-on what it meant to be a warrior for advocacy for my patients and staff during a time where our Western healthcare system was full tilt, wreaking havoc. I became a victim of this havoc and humbled beyond belief when what worked before in healthcare and all the wisdom I gained over the years fell flat when met with bad outcome after bad outcome. All of these outcomes were well beyond my control, but I found myself incapable of functioning in any sort of capacity in attempts to help my patients, so I finally left the hospital system in late 2021. There may be a day when I can incorporate all of myself to again help women again, perhaps as a midwife or lactation consultant, but in this meantime I have gone back to my roots and have been caring for myself and my family which is the start of community health. I grew up in a home that was well researched on natural health, but also heavily relied on doctors. From the time I was a baby, I had a recurrent ear infections and was on antibiotics constantly, which eventually led to me having my tonsils and adenoids removed. But I struggled with pneumonia and bronchitis twice a year and a wrecked immune system. In raising my own family, I have employed more natural remedies like nebulizing colloidal silver and the use of high-quality nutrition and herbal remedies for health and wellness. I've healed my gut lining and no longer deal with food allergies or issues with my respiratory tract that I once was plagued by. Last year, after moving my elderly mother to live with us and her refusing to go see a doctor or a dentist for issues she was having with her health, she came across LIFEWAVE products from a trusted podcaster she listens to whose family had been severely targeted during COVID. She told me, quote unquote, that she didn't want to waste any time she has left here on earth laying around on hospital beds or in doctors' waiting rooms, spending her limited funds on high medical costs. She insisted that we try out these products as a family, so we did. LIFEWAVE is a company started by David Schmidt using the technology of acupressure and phototherapy combined. I had already a good understanding of phototherapy from my time of working at the Center for Natural and Integrative Medicine, where some of my patients I cared for used the skin organ, which is our body's largest organ, to detox from chemical toxins and heavy metals. In fact, shortly before my mom told me about LIFEWAVE, we bought an infrared sauna for my family and as an offering to our community. But the technology of phototherapy patches was new to me. Phototherapy patches work like acupressure by applying slight pressure to various points according to the different meridian energy fields by capturing visible and infrared light from your body, then refracting energy back into your body and improving overall cellular health at the DNA level. This is very similar to stem cell therapy using light to repair DNA strands. I will post more detailed education of the science behind the patch, but wanted to give a brief overview of what patches we are using in our family and the changes that we're noticing, so that if you or someone you love are looking for adaptations in your healthcare, you might benefit from these patches too. I will include a link to my LIFEWAVE store in the description tab so that you can shop for patches you might benefit from, learn more about the company, or want to join my team. So let's discuss the patches that my family personally is using in our home and what we have noticed this past year. All of these patches are worn for 12 hours before discarding them, and dependent on the type of patch used, it's placed either on in the morning or in the night. So I'm grabbing my stash right now from my pocket of my jacket. And let's go down the list. This is the first one. This is their flagship. This is the X39, and it's placed on one of two locations, either the lower part of the back of the neck or right below the navel. This refracts light back to the body to improve general wellness and health of cells, very similar to stem cell therapy. We have noticed a clearer type of health, thinking, and overall wellness from use of this patch, and that's the one that's typically used every day. X49, very similar to X39 in that it's placed in either of those two same locations, uses the same energy fields, but this targets segments of the DNA geared toward performance, specifically exercise and physical exertion performance and repair. We use this patch on the mornings that we know we're doing yard work or dancing or any sort of physical activity that would be strenuous to us. Silent Night. This patch is used at night by my daughter, Ayla, primarily, who from the time that she and her brother were born, she struggled to sleep in the night. Her pediatrician suggested melatonin when she was very young, but because of the effect of melatonin on the endocrine system of adolescents, and because it really was not that effective for her, we stopped it. And she's tried multiple adaptogenic herbs as well as GABA and magnesium and niacin during the day to help her with sleep at night. And although she still uses some of these supplements at different times of the day when she remembers, she primarily finds the most relief from this patch when she places it directly on her forehead. I'm curious which light wave that is emitted straight to her brain. Our infrared sauna has, I'm sitting in the sunroom right now with the infrared sauna. Our infrared sauna has a light feature that uses chromotherapy, which is color with light therapy. And I learned that the pink light helps to calm the nerves down. So I wonder if that uses that spectrum of light with the Silent Night patch. I don't know though. The next one that we use pretty regularly is called the LIFEWAVE patch. It involves two patches, one white and one brown, and they're placed in the basic area where you're noticing pain. There's a booklet for each of these patches that explain where and how to place the patches. James, my mom, and I use the LIFEWAVE patch, and we've noticed usually within 30 minutes the pain is relieved. James has some osteoarthritis in his neck that flares up pain and muscle tension, and this does a good job at keeping things at bay for him. I use it too for rigid muscle pain due to my ligaments being hypermobile that prevents me from going into long stretches of pain that interrupt my activities of daily living. And my mom, who's 77, uses these patches for a variety of reasons with a lot of relief. The next one is the Aeon patch. We use these ones to help restore areas of inflammation, bringing back homeostasis. This is used in place of anti-inflammatories. James developed leaky gut syndrome and other issues due to frequent and long-term use of NSAIDs. He uses this patch to reverse the damage and inflammation, not only secondary to his neck injury and subsequent arthritis, but also to his gut lining. This is a long-term approach to healing, but it also helps with pain as the body works to restore itself. This is one of my favorite patches. It's the Alavida. This patch uses light to target the integumentary system and helps the skin organ to heal, improving the appearance and countenance of skin. I love this patch, and I put it on at night some nights along with this. It goes along the same meridian lines that the X39 and X49 do. And I feel like when I use this patch, there are days that I wake up and I'm glowing. Like my skin feels very fresh. I love it. It's really great for countenance and just overall beauty with skin, beauty care. We got two more patches that we use in our family. This one is called the glutathione. You might have heard of this one, or might have heard of glutathione. It's a natural antioxidant that our body produces when they are well supplied with certain nutrients. Most of us are deficient in these nutrients, thus we do not produce enough glutathione to keep us healthy when exposed to sickness. This patch reverse targets our body to produce glutathione to then function better. When I worked as an IV nurse at the Integrative Center, I would inject glutathione in severely deficient individuals, according to the doctor's orders. I love this patch for use in my family when we are fighting infections or been around people who are ill. And we also used it on our twins. I had them put the patches on post-oral surgery to help them with the healing process. Lastly, our family, some of us, use the carnosine patches. Carnosine is a nutrient found in certain foods that help with cardiac contractility and connective tissue repair. We use it when any of our family members show signs of connective tissue disorder or if our hearts feel tired. I know this is a long video, and if you watched it in its entirety, please comment and suggest to me ideas for future videos. I'm considering making shorter videos, but need help with ideas on how to communicate these concepts to easy to chew segments. Please help me and my family in this endeavor to promote whole body healthcare within our communities. James and I have a few rentals where we help tenants who cannot always afford to pay rent. So by me incorporating my love for health and wellness and community into a stream of income allows us to continue to pursue our passion to help others on this earth. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you.